Okay, what's up, guys? I am getting some stuff set up, getting ready to run some things up out on the patio. Nate's here. We were working on his Gripen. Just so you guys know, though, we were working on some stuff at the moment. It's going to take us just a little bit more to get set up. So, let me get going. Let me say howdy to everybody in here first, and then we're going to get going. I see Spencer Keith was the first one here. What's up, Spencer? David Schneider, Joe Pellegrino, George Watts, Ghost RC, George Pryor. What's happening? Mike Bird, all the way across the pond. Mr. Pete Lane. Who else? Shadow Ops, what's up? You guys are burning up over there, I'm sure. All the people in the Pacific Northwest as well. Merlin's RC, what's up? Jeff and Laura, Alabama. Who else? Lots of people here. Good. Thanks for coming, guys. I see 16. Normally I wait till 20, but I'm going to have to pause for a little bit because I need to go finish setting up the solder for Nate. And then we're going to run up. So the whole point of the show today is to run up my F5. I put the Xfly fan in it last week on the show. I didn't fly this weekend because I had too much to do and the weather was kind of weird. So I have the fan in the plane, no burner, just the plane, fan in the plane, and we're going to run it up with the way that I normally do my amp and battery readings. I'll show you guys what I do, and then Nate has his 80 millimeter Gripen, and he just put the Xfly in that, so we're going to get those soldered up and then do the run up of that. And then I have my Eflite F18 with the FMS 2100 kV, and I will run that up with the FMS fan in there so we can compare the amp readings. I'm not going to do actual thrust readings because I don't have a way to measure that, but we'll be able to see that. So give me just a few minutes, and we will. We're going to get to that. If you guys got any questions in the meantime, I'm writing up something real quick. And we will get started on that. Hope everybody had a good weekend. So I'm going to go dark for just a little bit, but I will be back. So hang on, guys, just really quick. Okay, so I've got the camera set up outside. There's Nate working on the plane. Let's get it in full screen. So we're going to be out there working. I'm going to turn that mic on, and then this mic's going to go off. So then I'll have Nate grab the phone to check the chat and such. But we're going to go out and work. So we'll be working on stuff for a little bit, and then we'll get back to what we were going to do. So let's go work. All right, guys, so I'm not going to be able to see the chat at all, but Nate said he'll pull it up. But we're out here working. Then we'll get the other things set up.
Hi. This guy can't seem to get rid of me. I'm always at his house now. So basically, Freewing Gripen, and I've probably put over 150 flights on this airplane stock, and the everybody's been talking about it, but the plane could use a little more. And I always thought it was fine stock. It was just mainly when you pull into a high alpha and you punch out of it, it would kind of and then go. So when I saw these new Xfly fans come out, I'm like, perfect. So I bought an Xfly, got it installed in there. I don't know if you can see it, but got it installed. And the ESC, the battery leads need to be extended. And I can solder, but I'm not good at it. Like the one thing I'm not good at. So I asked her, I'm like, hey, can you help me out with this? And he said, yeah. So we soldered, I cut wires from something else, soldered extensions for the battery, and then we're just going to put an EC5 on the end with a
You know what, though? Let's just put that on.
Like
because,
that?
Yeah, because...
I mean, it's such a short wire. It shouldn't...
Yeah, it's not that. Just because I don't have any way to press the new ones in with it in the plane. So I'm just going to do this.
Yeah, I mean, there was no way you could have fed the EC5 through that trough, so I'm like, shit.
And that way everything's already done.
Yeah, you don't have to. And this was in the F-18, and you knew how hard I flew.
Yeah, that was fine.
It was fine. So, yeah, so it's 100 amp ESC, but we got the separate UBEC. I just snipped it off the end of the Freewing 130 amp. Let's do a roll call here. Jeff Mull, Alabama, Victor, Merlin RC, Mike Bird, Joe Pellegrino, George Watts.
Yeah, I did sort of one already. But...
Skyblazer, Andy Cho, what's up?
Skyblazer's there. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
What's up, Skyblazer?
Dave Hawker.
Dave Hawker? Oh, cool.
Yeah. Ghost RC, George Pryor, what's up? Dennis. JCB.
Cool. Lots of people we don't normally see in there, so thanks for coming.
Phone Boy, Mr. uses 800 feet of runway on F4.
All right, so what? I can't.
Alan Gentry, what's up? Twin City Moo. Okay. Hello to you. Joe Dale, what's up? Wrightsa. Oh, God, dude. The Zoom Friday night, that was priceless. Not Saturday night, dude. You missed Friday.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Wrightsa's Nate just playing at 1 or 2. Oh, God. Wrightsa. No, man, I actually, I'm putting this new fan in there so I can switch the fuel tanks mid-flight.
What?
You won't get it, Rick.
I guess I had to be there.
No, I'm not going to talk about it on camera because I don't want to get my name spread around for something bad. But I mean, it was funny.
Okay.
So yeah, if you hear me talk about fuel tank jokes, just know it's related to that.
All right.
I'll explain to you after the show.
Okay. So, I don't know if you guys have seen, this thing's not fired up yet. This is a
Craig
serious,
Beaving,
serious soldering iron.
Bear with my fix.
It's not heated up yet. All right, so I need two those all stretched out. Oh, those are closer to
Need the runway, yeah, right. I'm joking. I'm just messing with you, phone boy. Joey, I never ran that fan up after I pulled it out of the MiG crash, the MiG 17. It's a little buzzy, so it's not bad. It should be okay, but yours is definitely a lot noisier than mine. Probably just needs to be. It probably got a little knocked out of whack when the MiG went straight into the ground. Oh, Pete, dude, it's so nice to be back at Tomcats. It's my home.
nostalgic.
Yeah, 2 weeks I've been out there now. It's so nice. Yeah, phone boy. I told you it's not hard to land, but it'll if you're not used to it, it's different. The F4. But that's the added challenge. The Eflite was too easy to land.
Eflite was just an easy plane to fly altogether. It's just the.
I love that Freewing though. The Freewing flies so good.
Eflite's fun. It's just it gets boring. It's too easy. It's trainer like.
Yeah, the Freewing F4, man. That thing's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Still heating up.
The lights on. That's pretty sick.
Trying to get this done before I have to have the lights out.
No, once you get this soldered, it's no brainer. I got everything else plugged in. If I left the fan hatch off, just in case I got to reverse the motor, which if it's the same as FMS, shouldn't be.
You didn't have an FMS in here. Oh, but it's the same.
But it's the same ESC for my Futura.
It's the same as FMS.
Yeah.
The wires go. They're color coded.
Yeah, well, the Futura, they all matched color-wise, so I just plug them in the same on this. It should be okay.
All right, we are almost warmed up.
The nice thing is, too, the bullets are tight, so if you don't tape them, it's not the end of the world.
If you want to, I got tape.
Well, I'm probably gonna, just for my own sake. But, I mean, actually, I plugged them in, and they all closed up, and they're tight, so should be fine. Yeah, nothing's getting in the way. Fiery booty. Oh, actually, I'll have a good LED too. I think the LED that was in mine before was kind of sus.
On which one?
This one, it wasn't that bright.
18? Or no? Oh, this one.
No, this.
This one, it wasn't that good. I think something came.
No, but this LED is good. It was in the Futura. It's super bright, so this thing will be brighter up the back too. I'm just excited to try these new Xflies. Well, I mean, I've flown a couple planes with the Xflies now. Shout out to Spencer Keith.
He was in here earlier. I hope he's still there. Spencer was in here.
Mr. Trophy Man.
So this is an 80-watt soldering
I told you, phone boy. See, you're starting to adapt to the high expo life.
And he likes it, doesn't he?
I told him.
It's different, and it actually works.
Yeah, once you actually get used to the high expo life, you'll actually understand why we do it.
You have to set your throw high though.
Yeah, well, the F4 I have the elevator 100%.
Yeah, and then if you have as long as you have it to where at 100% the plane doesn't stall.
Well, with the F4, I moved it to the inner hole in the servo.
So it's perfect. It's perfect.
Because some people were complaining about servos, so I just was like,
that makes the servo work.
Well, it makes it work the best because you get
it's more linear.
Yeah, linear.
I mean, not linear. More
torque.
Yeah, more torque, and it actually the resolution's better.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, Wreckham Roy, how are you guys dealing with that?
It's hot up there, man.
Yeah. See, Phone Boy says he's got almost 50% expo on the elevator.
Yeah. And people don't realize it until they try it. And they're like, oh well, now I see why they do it.
Well, you know what's funny is every time he gets a plane and I give him setup, he puts his own settings, but then on a separate switch, he'll put my settings.
Okay. So then you can compare.
I mean, I don't know if he flips it into it. It was kind of nice because he was letting me fly some stuff at Jet Jam, so I just flipped it into my settings. Like, he let me fly his MiG like once, so I just flipped it onto my rates, and I was like, oh, it feels just like that.
All right, so that's done. This is the sketchy part. You're gonna have to help me
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll have to hold something.
hold the wire with this and stabilize yourself on this. Just
Yeah, that's what I was planning on. Yeah, I'm sure Rep and Roy, you guys were getting up in the low hundreds.
No, what was it? Like 110, 115?
Yeah, GB was talking about it on the Zoom tonight.
Their
So
high
what,
was supposed to be.
what are we gonna do if something drips in
It
there?
won't. That's why that's it.
Oh, okay.
That's why I put the white towel, because the white towel stops it. The white towel.
Yeah, Kenny. He's got the Fortnite shirt on.
Yep, I do. I knew somebody would say something.
Ray's an actual gamer, boys.
No, my kids are. My kids don't play the game anymore, but they used to like crazy. So I knew that if I got the shirt for $3.99, they'd get ticked off.
$3.99. Huh?
They'd get ticked off when I wore it. Oh God, take that thing off. That's what they always say. Oh my God, Dad, what are you doing? Take that off. Yeah,
I was just gonna read it.
oh, let's we gotta get one side.
That's what I say. It's not.
That's not totally it.
Really different being hotter up in the northeast or the northwest.
Yeah, because we're like coastal weather right now. We're at 75 degrees.
Yeah, it got up to like 73 at my house. That was the high. But we had heat like 2 weeks ago. We had bad heat, so
Yeah, but then that all moved.
it all moved up north.
Go up closer to the end.
Lead-free solder, baby.
Good stuff.
Doesn't smell that bad.
But then, you're not supposed to smell it at all. The drop there didn't do a thing.
Sweet. Well, it would hit the wood anyway, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but still, I don't want it to.
You want me to let go of this one?
Let go of that one. Look. Yeah, that's better.
Sweet. Miko. Keno and Miko.
All right, so now I'll hold the red one. Hold the red.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold the
Red
red.
said Fred.
Fred Barron, RC.
Okay.
The Fred Barron.
Right. So eventually we will get to the testing. I got the batteries charged up, but I wanted to get this done for next because I want to test this one too.
Yeah. Again, I can solder. I'm just not that great.
Don't leave this stuff out. Am I getting the other side or is it getting everything?
A little bit on the other side. Alright, yeah.
As soon as it touches it, it stops. Is everything?
Maybe a little bit on this other side still. God, that thing is hot.
See what I mean? You can feel it.
Yeah, I can feel it in my fingers.
Okay,
What's up, Fred Barron?
let's see, how can we do this in a way that's going to work? So I have to hold one.
You can always like tape this right here.
The tape will pull off the heat.
I can like hold both.
Well, this one, hold here.
Yeah, I was gonna hold it back there. Okay.
Don't hold that though, because that's going to get hot.
Well, what the fuck am I
So-
supposed to do? Oh, here.
Oh,
Yeah.
these splinters.
Like that?
Yeah, and then we have to pinch those together. I have another third.
Yes, very generous with the solder. Rather have more than you need than not enough.
So, whenever you're doing like a butt connection, you want there to be extra because then they blend together. Let's see here.
Just set it in one. Here, let me get the connector out. Plug. It fell below this. There we go.
Let's start with the red.
Put it.
How is it? All that needs to be up over there.
Don't burn hole in my airplane.
Right, but I need you to hold stuff.
No, I know.
So this one is going to work. Okay, that'll work.
Like that?
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, I
I don't
won't.
want to touch them. But take those pliers you've got,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll pinch them here.
Like, how so?
Once it's red hot, pinch them together. Not red hot.
With the, like, right on the solder joint?
Yeah.
Is it going to come off?
Oh, my God. I'm going to hold it there. Yeah, so
Just like do that.
put like right here, like towards the tips, because I have to keep the solder on.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like, right.
I think it's going to work just fine.
Let's find out. I just don't want you to burn yourself. Just let me know when.
Good.
Back in lockdown, Mickey? Damn. Things are starting to go back to normal here.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
This thing's hot.
Now. Lick it.
I like my.
You like your tongue?
Yes. Yeah. Damn. This thing's freaking hot, man.
I know. I can feel it sitting here.
Okay, one more.
And we'll heat shrink it, and I'll bundle this thing back up, and Ray will do dingus testing.
Yes.
EDF dingus testing.
Okay.
You want me to clamp it, or you think
No, I think it'll be fine.
this one should work too?
Yeah, that's why I put extra, because then they
Oh, yeah, because then it clamps it.
clamps together.
Looks like the operating room 407. I mean, yeah,
It is EDF operation, guys.
EDF operation.
You get to see stuff actually getting done.
Behind the scenes.
Alright.
Stick my face in that. That'd be bad. Put a hole in my.
Nope.
Yeah, that hand's not very.
Okay.
Yeah, it like melts up to the top.
It goes through the whole thing.
Oh, yep, there it goes. Yep, just like that. Oh, who's this?
That is Miss Daisy.
Hey, Daisy. Can I pet you?
She might let you. She takes food out of my hands.
You got almonds?
No, they're not. They don't have them. There's food's over there. Let her run back. Let her run past you. Go on, honey. Go around. Come on, Daisy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here. Come on. It's over here, Daisy. Hey. Don't give me the butt.
He's like, hey, dog, where's my food at?
Here. There you go. That's something. Anyway.
Squirrels.
Okay, so let's get the heat shrink done.
Hawkeye from Iowa. The Snake and Hawkeye, those guys.
Talk about MASH.
Huh?
Something else.
Oh, they're these like two guys on YouTube, Snake and Hawkeye. They like to wreck airplanes. Thank you again, Ray.
Well,
Resourceful, dingus.
anything I can do to help my fellow RC nutcases?
You mean just in that case?
All right, so let's get that all the way
Yeah, I'm just excited to try Xfly in this because it was good with the 1920. It just didn't have really good oomph.
It had a lot of up high end, no low end.
Low end speed was, or low end thrust was in, but the high end it would scoot real well. But this thing is fast. It's going to be super fast with this fan.
Well, let's see.
You know what we should have done? It would have taken more time, but I got numbers with stock and then done this, but it would have taken way too long to do it.
Yeah, we've already got some stock numbers. People have done stock numbers. So we're good. All right, so that's on.
Sweet. So I just got to plug this in.
One thing I'd recommend is we need to put zip ties on each of these.
Okay.
To
you have little. I can do that at home
to take stress off of the connections.
Yeah.
Right here, I've got it.
Okay, you got little zip ties. I like to wreck airplanes.
Put them as close to the connection as you can, so that way it relieves the stress off the connection. Let's get this crazy hot. Burn the hole through anything, soldering iron out of the way. Okay.
What if the real one there is? Runs into the table.
Again, the whole reason for doing this is to stress relief off the joint, the main joint.
Yeah, snippers, there you go.
Just tell if you can get it.
Sweet.
Okay.
So I've got to plug BC in.
Good to go. Okay. Get all that out of here.
Yeah, and that's more than enough length.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, so now we got all that length.
The only problem is the 10 channel has 10 ports, but it really can only fit like 9.
Yeah, that last one you have to force.
I'm going to just pull the antennas off so I can get this one.
Okay, so I'll let you work for a little bit. I'm going to go talk on the computer. I'll be back.
Yeah, hopefully by the time you come back, I'll have this all done.
I know when you're done. I'm watching.
Of course, I actually did a good job taping these antennas when I ran this airplane. Okay.
All right, so I'm back in the house for a little bit. I'm going to let him do some more working, and then I will get the other stuff set up. I've got my F-18 here with the FMS fan in it. I've got batteries all charged up. And we'll test those. What's up, Nevada? Oh, and you got the controller. Cool, good. Yeah, I saw something from Make It to New York, so that must have been you. All right, cool. Let me try to catch up on the chat, guys. Hope you don't mind us out there working on stuff. Is that Mr. Kenny? What's up, Kenny? Mr. Dennis Farley, what's up? Mickey BRC from Down Under. And yes, Hangar 51, that's my trusty Fortnite.
Hey, Ray, I muted this one so when I'm working, the fan sounds more.
Okay.
I'm going to unplug one of these batteries.
Go ahead. Take the whatever one you take off. Let's put it back on charger. Okay. What's up, Mr. Plains Archery and Table Tennis? So yeah, we're doing some work, and then I'm going to do some testing. Back on my patio there, I'll move the table out of the way, and then I've got my F5, which you can kind of see in the top left corner there. That has the new Xfly unit in it, and I will run that up with the new Xfly and get some actual readings. The way that I do it, I have a right here. No, I think it's outside. I have an actual clamp meter that goes around the positive lead that checks the actual amp draw, and then I take the smart checker and I connect that to the battery and look at each of the cells. with these, whenever you do a test like this, with any sort of a setup, your batteries, if you ever notice, what's up, Record Roy? If you ever notice, no receiver upgrade, Jelonius, just the Xfly itself. The ESC is the same too. Fred Barron, what's happening? So with any battery, if you ever notice like a 3-cell, they say 11.1 volts. That's because it's 3.7 volts times 3. 3.7 volts are is the nominal voltage, and that's, you don't want your battery, when it's fully charged, you don't want your battery to go below 3.7. Otherwise, you're going to be working your battery. You're working your battery a little too hard. So that's what I use. What? Yes. How much? Hold on. Actually, come in. It's in.
I just want to cause that ESC plate broke, so I just want to tap it down so it doesn't.
That's fine. There's there's CA and accelerator up there on the top.
Okay.
See it? Okay. So you want the voltage to. My rule of thumb is with the fully charged battery, you want the battery to be at 3.7 volts or higher under load. When it first starts running, it's going to drop throughout the charge cycle, of course, but at the beginning, you want it to be around 3.7. Within the first couple minutes, you want it to be 3.7 or above. First minute or so, 3.7 or above. And so that's what I look at. I look to see where the battery is, and then you can do your actual reading from there. I do, you can get a watt meter that'll do it all for you, but I'd rather look at all the cell voltage and make sure my batteries are good. And then I check at multiple settings. The first one is quarter throttle, half throttle, then full. Quarter throttle is where you're going to be putting around, getting ready to land. Half throttle is where you're going to spend most of the time throughout the flight. And then full throttle is just for passes and vertical and takeoff and stuff like that. So that's just the way I do it. So we'll be doing that, and I'll show you how I do it when I'm out there. As you can see, the smart checker there right above where it says Xfly cam. But once we get his plane back together, we're going to go out there. We're going to run up 3 different planes today. So my F5 with the Xfly, which you can see top right-hand corner, top left-hand corner, and then the Gripen with the Xfly, and then the F-18, which will be getting an Xfly, but the F-18 right now with the 2100 kV FMS setup, and then it will be getting an Xfly, so I'll be able to compare. So we'll see. The F5 has had that setup in there for a little over a year. The 2100 kV was in there for a little over a year. I changed them both at the same time. So this F-18 has had it for about the same time. I flew them for the first time at Kingsley or whatever that thing is out there. And Alan, as soon as it's not enough to melt my tires, I plan to come back out to Oakdale. But I guess there's some events and stuff going on for the next couple weekends, so it's not going to be for a few weeks before I'm out there. But I'm also talking to the president of Oakdale about doing a West Coast jet event, trying to see if I can get everybody to come from hither and yon out here to do some EDF jet flying. But we'll see. So Nate's still out there working. I need to turn the charger on my phone. That's what's doing all the video out there of Nate on the patio. So Alan Gentry, hopefully you get that thing soon. Let me know, and then I'll for sure do a good video of that one. That'll be cool. How's it going, Nate?
Good. Call my name?
Yeah, I said, how's it going?
Oh, pretty much done.
Okay. So we will, he's got a fiery booty in that one too, so. This is the fan that was in the F5, the 2100 kV. Surprisingly, even after a year and all the different places I've flown, these blades are still in perfect shape. So hats off to FMS for that. And from what I've seen, the Xfly is pretty much the same. I got about 50 flights on that Xfly that's in the F5 right now, and you can't tell that it's been run. So let's get set up back outside again. He's got the fan running, so I will put this back in full screen mode, and I'll talk to you guys out on the camera on the patio there in a minute. All right, we're back. It's going to be a little noisy because he's running up the fan. Is this on a wire or on separate?
Separate.
Let's see. Ooh, that's good.
Way brighter than before. Yeah. I want to test something.
What? You can run it up there.
No, I want to like see how much throttle it takes to get it to move.
Set it down out there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Take away the door sound. It sounds like you're breaking something every time.
Yeah. So before it wouldn't quite move off of one tick, it would like two ticks.
Hold on, guys.
Oh yeah.
So hold on, let's go see what he's talking about here. So say that again.
Okay. So Ray actually taught me this trick, but a good trick to know if your EDS is going to make good thrust is if you set it on the ground, and if you just move the throttle above like one tick, if it starts moving just a little bit, you're going to be good. So before it needed like, you'd turn it on and you'd move it up just like a little bit, maybe to like 10% throttle to get it to move. But let's see now. So sometimes it gets stuck. Yeah. See that? That's just above the throttle coming on, and it's moving that fast. This ground's just not super smooth, so it'll get
so it got stuck in something, but still. Let's go do it again now that it's free. Yep, it's over. Okay, cool.
It's getting caught in these cracks.
So then do the throttle cut and do the burner. There we go. Look at that.
Cool. Sweet.
All right, we'll get set back up.
That sounds good too.
It does. So everything's good.
Sweet, dude.
Oh, so then let's charge that now.
Yeah, let's just get it back.
Which battery was that? Is that the 30C?
It's 40C.
Okay.
Sweet, man. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Gripen has been Xfly'd.
That's right. So let me...
You have like Scotch tape or something?
What do you need?
Just to re-secure these receiver antennas.
Yeah.
I don't want to use electrical tape. It's too thick.
Regular? I have a blender.
Yeah, blender is fine. And the main thing too is it's going to have more power, but also, you know, the Gripens are nose heavy, so we'll get the CG back a little bit because these are probably a little heavier than that. Not by much. I felt them side by side. The Freewing, I don't know.
I have both of them.
The Freewing's got a chunkier motor.
Yeah, it's a bigger one.
36 millimeter. Sweet. Just rip that and split it in two.
So that was just a 40C package you were running too. That was.
Yeah, and I usually fly it on 5050C HMOBs.
So this is the smart checker I was talking about. This is what I use in conjunction with
It's so funny. Actually,
this thing. Put that around one of the leads.
having 10 plugs in here is kind of tight. I'm just going to put the tape over.
I always do. Over the top to hold it in place.
the Laminar X 10 channels, the 10 ports, but it really only fits like 9. So putting a 10th one in there is kind of forcing it.
It's
I had the 10th one over for the DEC, so this thing uses all 9 channels in my radio.
Yep.
7 for the plane, gyro switch, and I have the burner on a separate. Because I got the 830 in here.
Cool. All right, so we are.
Well, that's done. I'm just going to do a thrust test when it comes time. You can keep this if you.
I'll find it.
Oh, I took this one just in case for some reason you couldn't use the DEC, but I didn't think you'd have an issue. Should I just leave the plane here? Or do you want me to put it?
No, leave it there for now because I gotta take. We're gonna put the table. Get the table out of the way.
What did I say, Rick or Fred? Leave me knows what she said. What did I say? Fire Marshal Bill. Oh yeah, Fire Marshal Bill.
Yeah, we know who that is. But I'm gonna say we know that.
Yeah, we have a Fire Marshal Bill at one of our clubs. We won't mention names, but we definitely have a Fire Marshal Bill at our club. Sweet, dude. I'm excited to fly this. The weight. Oh shit.
It's probably gonna be the same. If anything, it might be a little more nose heavy because it's gonna be lighter in the back.
I'll have all that power though.
Pick up your phone.
The CG though with the 5000, I kind of like. I didn't cut into the ducting, but I like kind of grinded the foam down, so my 5000 can go like back.
All right, so put it here, there. All right, so I'm gonna set this here for now, and then I'm gonna get the other stuff set up, and then we'll do some amp readings.
Fire booties, a little off, but so close, can't tell.
You didn't get it straight? What the hell?
Dude, I did this at like 12:30 last night.
That's still not.
Look at it though; it's like that's not that bad.
It's off. The only person to blame is you.
I know. I'm not blaming anybody else.
It's just barely. It's fine.
I remember when I put jacks on, I was just rushing. It was like.
All right, so I've got a couple different batteries that I run with the Xfly, but I'm only going to run. Let's see.
I should have brought one of my batteries because my HRV 5000s are definitely not as new as these.
You want to run yours up first? No, let's do the F5. I'll do the F5 because I've already done that a few times.
Whatever.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Hey, Manny, what's up?
Takeoff flag.
Good to see you again, finally, at Tomcats. Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was Sunday. I'm losing my mind. I took a nap today, so I keep thinking. I thought it was Tuesday when I woke up. I'm all screwed up.
Let's start with 30C first.
You want me to get my Gripen off the stand so you can take it?
No, I don't need it. Just leave it there.
Oh, okay. You're gonna do it down there.
And then I'll move the camera so they can see.
Okay. Snaps.
Flaps out.
Doink. Which one?
Just open it like that. Yeah.
The door's closed. I know, Manny. You're not the only one that thinks we should get Ray out of Tomcats.
I know. Whatever. I'll be out there eventually. All right. So it's kind of makeshift, guys, but I'm gonna make it work. This is my. I have it set up to where it will push up against this thing off to the side, so that way it's not going anywhere. Make sure everybody can hear me. I don't know if everybody can hear me. So just, yeah, you guys can hear it? Okay. All right, cool.
We can hear.
All right. So this battery is I'm starting low and going high. So this is the 30C5000 China Hobby line. And let me set this up. Hope I'm not flashing anything.
Yeah. Wouldn't matter anyway.
Battery out.
Yeah, and you've got a broken in Xfly versus a brand new Xfly too, so that'll be interesting to see if there's any difference.
So
You're mostly just looking at amp draw, though. You're not looking.
I'm looking at amp draw.
Yeah,
So,
because yours is broken in. Mine is.
but you guys, I don't know if you guys can see that, but
Mine's got a front.
4.196, 4.198, it's basically 4.2 all the way across the board. Let's put this on. Make sure it's on DC. Now it always shows a little bit of residual there, but I'll account for that.
So what is it at right now?
It's 1.2.
So whatever you get, just subtract 1.2.
And actually, once I put it on, it's a little better than that. Southwest one to lightning. All right, so
it's saying 1.3.
yeah, so we'll just have to subtract that from it when we see it. Okay, so
Hovering between 1.3 and 1.35.
if I move things, it should go up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It bounced up to like 15.
Okay. All right, so let's start at about a quarter. 19 amp?
Yeah.
A little less, okay. So we're going to go to half. About 40, maybe a little bit less, like 39. Now this is full. So it's saying 120 to 121.
It went between 120 and 122.
So let me do that again and I'll have it hold.
Okay.
So that's pretty high.
123 pretty much.
Yeah. Now the crazy thing is, this is a 30C pack, but it's a 5000, so that's actually really good.
So yeah, you see why we have 100 amp ESCs, but we put the UVCs.
Yeah. So 124, but it was pulling a little like 1.5, so it's 123.
Yeah, it was bouncing between 120 and 125.
Okay. So let's get that off.
It didn't hold us steady, but it was like between 120 and 125.
So let's go to half, and then I'll push hold. Okay, so 39 minus 1, that's 38.
Yeah. So that's the thing. You get really good part throttle amp draw. So that's why you can fly so long with these things.
Yeah.
38 amps at half throttle, that's nothing.
Yeah, especially for an EDF, that's nothing. That's easy on the battery. I am a little concerned about the high. That is kind of high. But again, with this plane, I'm not flying full for very long.
Yeah.
Let me see what the battery voltage is at full. Now they've already dropped a little bit because I've been running. It's down to 4.07. But let's just go to full, and I'll see what the batteries.
Well, and it's going to draw more power than static.
But even at full, we're pulling 3.75, and that's after it's been run a few times. So that's really good.
Keep in mind, too, guys, when you're doing static, it's going to pull a little more.
Not that much with EDFs.
Well, not that much.
But a little bit. But
negligible.
The good thing is 3.7. It's above 3.7. And we just started. We've already run it a little bit. It's down to 4.05. But still, even after that, we're still over 3.7 volts per cell, which means the batteries are happy.
Yeah.
So that's good. So let's get that out, and then you can hook yours up. Well, do we have a battery for yours?
Oh yeah, right there. You have it's the same battery, right? 5040.
It's the 40. So this is a 30.
Oh, okay. You want to just top that one off then?
You know what? I'm going to top this off. I'm going to get the F-18 out here. And run
Okay.
that one. And then we'll get doors going.
Well, because they should, mine and your F5 should be very similar.
Yep.
Same stuff. 100 APS-C, Xfly, 80 mil.
But thing to remember, this is a 30C pack. EDFs aren't supposed to be able to run 30C packs, remember? It's supposed to be really, really high packs. But the crazy thing is, these packs are my favorite for most of the EDFs that I run. 30C packs, either 40 or 4,000s or 5,000s.
I don't have a battery.
Work great.
A 6 that goes about 50.
Yeah, and I have 50 and 60C too. I have a 70C, but these are more progressive in the way they use power.
Yeah, the HRBs. I usually fly mostly the HRBs, and those don't go. 6Ls, they don't really go above 50.
So let me do the battery I normally use in this plane. So I'm recharging that one already. I'll let you use the 40C.
Okay.
So this is the pack that I normally use in this plane. It's a 65C 5000. And the thing rips with it. But since we're testing, let's see what it does with this. All right. That was not totally charged. Let me grab the wrong pack. This pack's not totally balanced, but here, let me put this down.
4.16, but yeah, there's a whole lot of whack.
That's a little, oh, a lot of whack. But this one is at 4.17 and 4.2 on all the others. So this might be one of the batteries that was a little on the weak side. Let's
Or
run it up anyway.
your ripper pack.
It's still showing 25.21 volts, so it's charged.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's just not
It's
totally
just got
balanced.
one little lack of cell.
Yes, it's just not totally balanced. So we're starting out at 1.8 volt amps, but I know that's just where it's settling. It's not what it's actually doing. So let's go to half to start.
Same thing, 38.
And then we're going to go to full. That's a weak battery.
Yeah.
You can hear it.
Yeah, that's definitely a weak battery.
That's the bad battery. That's coming out. You could hear it.
It's not. It didn't sound as
Nope.
high pitch as the other pack.
Nope, that was not a happy pack.
Those are the packs. Those are the packs that you freaking rip up with this thing.
That one I've got to
That was
make a
not
note of it. I was not happy at all. I think that sagging cell kind of gave it away. So this is a pack that I will not fly the plane with, but I'm going to test it anyway. This is the one that goes in the F-15, the MiG on occasion, and a couple other planes.
You put that in the 21?
Yeah. Well, when I flew it up there.
I usually just fly my 21 on 5 and 6s. I like it with a 5, get the nose up higher.
All right, that's cool. That's good.
Yeah, that's well,
No, I'm gonna
4.2 pretty much across the board.
move this closer. I'm gonna get even closer than that.
Yeah.
Problem is, I don't think we can see, but it's at 4.19, 4.2, 4.2, 4.21. It's balanced. It's close.
Yeah, his percentage on his is a little low. So
I don't ever read the percentage. I go off of the voltage because the percentage is off. I don't understand why it was so off. Okay,
That's a little meter device.
this thing. Yeah, that's all right. So It's reading it too. We're starting a little higher this time. Okay, so
Yeah, reckon why you're right.
let's go to.
Sounds totally different. That was a bad battery.
Let's go to half. A little higher. Yeah. Go to full.
So,
What,
yeah.
what was it?
So it was reading 131, so 129.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the voltage was not dropping.
Yeah, and you guys heard it that time. That thing was loud.
Listen, look at the voltage.
Yeah,
when
the
I go
voltage.
full. Not dropping.
It dropped to about 3.8. That's it.
3.8 volts per second.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. But like I said, I won't fly it with this
that's too
pack.
big.
That's too big. But if you have a plane that's big enough for this pack,
We should plug that pack into this one.
yeah, well, let's get it
'Cause
recharged.
I don't fly the Gripen with 6,000, so I only fly the 5s. Can't.
So then we're charging the 5. You can use the 40C.
Yeah,
And I'll get these.
40C 5000. I use 5050C HRB, so that's pretty close.
Okay, so then let's
This will resemble about what I fly mine with.
Yeah.
My Gripen.
So the peak on that was 133. So that is pretty high. That's still within the burst current for this ESC, so it's going to be okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I got the Predator, because I know the Predators have the good burst.
Yeah, but that's pretty high. I need to check the timing on this too, because maybe it isn't. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I have a thermometer too. I should have checked the temps. But here, so I'm not messing with anything. That's just what it was. That was the peak right there, -2, so 131. 131 for that run, and that's a really high C pack, 65C 6000, which I never use. I use that in my F-15 and other big planes, but not this one.
Well, you've got bigger ESCs.
Yeah, and that ESC will handle it. But
Yeah, I put I have the Predator in here, the newer Predator. The newer Predators have really good burst.
so I can't wait to get this thing in the air. That's going to be pretty badass.
I'm excited to fly this too.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Gripen.
All right, so now we're going to do some Gripen in the F-18.
Gripen got an Xfly. F-18's got a what? 2100.
The 2100. Yeah.
FMS.
Yep. All right. You can get that set up.
Okay. Pack about
40 seat.
Huh?
40 seat. That's so cool. This suit's done.
Yep, 4.2s. So yeah, don't go by the percentage, guys. His percentage reads low, but you can see 4.2s across the board. So that's what I'm going to be putting in the Gripen. I'll pull the nose off. I probably am going to put it straight on, so it might blow.
What?
I don't want to put it sideways with it. Then it'll bigger nose.
Oh, well, if you put it straight on, it's going to knock stuff off. So put it over, or you can just put your foot in front of it, whatever.
Yeah.
But it needs to blow out that way so it won't mess with the chimes. We're getting set up.
Yeah, this lead lane is perfect.
Good.
Imagine feel, I guess. I'll do the boost.
All right, so I got to mark that battery. That's a bad battery.
I'll just stand in front of it.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let me get this set up. Where's the battery lead? Balance it.
Right there. The Hobby Eagle Twitch.
Yep. Upside down, remember.
I'm just smart checker, bud. I'm not sure. I know what I'm doing. I actually had 2 smart checkers. I had to get a new one because my other one.
All right, so you're running this one, so I'll hold the camera so I can show. Okay, so we're starting out
3.4.
3.4. It's already running a little bit of a drop.
Well, this thing's got way more servos than that.
Yeah, and I think the Hobby Eagle draws a little bit.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get that.
You want me to do half then full?
Can't really get on that. So that's showing 4.16, 4.196. That's 4.2 across the board.
So you want me to go to half, hold it at half?
Yeah, go to half.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Arnold.
Damn. So it was. Do it again. One more time. Okay, so we're getting right around 124, what, about 126?
Yeah.
We're showing 126. Okay. Sorry for the foot view, guys. Okay. And that's a 4,000,
And
5,000.
you want to do a hold? Or
No, it's okay. We saw it. Do it again, and then I'm looking right at it. Okay, but the key is the batteries here. Batteries are happy. Run it up again. So the batteries are staying at around 3.7, which is good. That's where you want it to be at the beginning. So we're all good. So that's pretty cool. Good. All right.
Good stuff. Yeah, they drop down to 404, 405. Yeah, that's good. And remember, the battery voltage won't drop as far when you're in the air because obviously you're not going to be full throttle. Right.
You're going to take off and then roll back, and then it's going to recover a little bit, and then go back up again. Cool.
Good stuff. Yeah, and like I said, the Predator's got good burst current, so I'm not worried about it. And I got the UVC.
Yeah, it's already 8 o'clock. All right, so I've got stuff charging.
Lead's got a little warm, but no more than you normally get. Oh, cool. I'm gonna throw the battery back on.
Yeah, I'm charging stuff, so let me.
Well, you don't use this in the Aviation, do you?
No.
So you need to leave it. Or do you want me to put it back on?
Let's see though. I might. Let's see. Batteries I should have charged, but I didn't. I used the 6200 30.
Oh yeah.
I didn't charge them.
You want me to put it back on or turn it off?
Just leave it. I'll put them on the discharger. I'm gonna use the.
That sounded clean too. That means I did a good job hogging that out.
It was perfect. Let me look in there. How it looked there.
Yeah, I barely had to do anything to get it to fit. Yeah, everything's clean.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, and you can look down the back. There's no exposed.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all good.
I guess I did something good.
Oh, you always do. I'll give you a hard time, but you're not.
I'll give you a hard time too. So it's all
It goes back and forth.
I'm excited to fly this thing, man. This
So
Xfly.
cool. So that is no messing with anything. We didn't.
That was just installed too. That was like the first time that fan's ever seen full throttle.
which
Too.
is about the same as what the F5 was.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more. No, it was the same.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Yeah, so I installed got the fan to fit last night. Ray and I saw it at the ESC. So yeah, this is fresh. Like I haven't flown with this fan yet.
Yeah, this was just done today, just like right here. You guys got to see this part done. Yeah.
Just done. So the fan hasn't even seen action yet. That was its first time running up, really.
So I'm gonna grab the F-18.
I'm excited to fly this thing now, man, because it's good with the 1920. It just wants this is gonna have more low end performance though, or low throttle. A little bit of heat coming out the back. A little bit. I could just feel it on my nose. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
No more than you'd normally get though.
people have been saying that they run a little hot, so
Oh, they definitely do.
granted we're running them on the ground.
Yeah, when you run them in the air, they're a lot less. But yeah, when Spencer and I, we noticed with the Sirius, it was getting a little hot. We ended up making a hole under the nose wheel well to get cooling in there.
Did it help?
Yeah, a little bit. I was also flying like an idiot.
Well, and that's just it. You don't realize you don't have to fly full throttle all the time.
No, when I was flying the Sirius, I was just having a ball. I was enjoying how well it flew. What the hell did you do here?
That was my garage door. It slipped. When the garage door was closed, it had slipped down behind it.
Ouch.
And I opened it, not realizing it was in the way.
You could fix that. It's not a big
I'm
deal.
worried about it.
Fill it in.
And you can't even see. I don't care anymore.
Oh, this thing's been to hell and back,
I don't
too.
care anymore. So you can't even see. Okay.
So what you need to do is run it up without the wheels down and put some rocks under there.
Let's do like Mike did that one time with the rock in the inside of the fan.
Oh, God. I was so pissed. Yeah, if you guys don't know, when I first got my Freewing T33, Mike thought it would be funny to put rocks in my intake. They probably would have fallen out, but brand new plane, if he would have blown my fan up, I would have not been happy. Luckily, I turned around and I saw him sticking stuff in there. I'm like, what the hell? And I picked the plane up and I see rocks fall out. I'm like, what the hell, dude? The funniest was when Keon put French fries in Max's F-14. Buddy Keon put French fries in Max's F-14 and he ran it up when it was...
Wait, on the front or the...
In the F-14, he stuck him in the front, so when Max ran it up to taxi...
Oh, that's terrible.
It didn't hurt it, though. They were like soggy French fries.
It's still gross, though. I mean, it's not meant for the fan. It's meant for air, not fries.
At least they weren't like crispy, like freaking McDonald's fries. That would have wrecked the fan, but they were soggy Five Guys fries.
Ew.
That was funny, though.
Set up to go.
Tim Nelson, what's up? Don Shack, what's going on? Haven't been looking at the chat. We've been kind of busy doing this.
So,
Time
then,
remaining. 3 minutes. 0 seconds. Gear up.
So-
Flaps up. Normal low.
one thing to note with the F-18 is it's the Eflite ESC, so you can't do a thing to it. All you can do is set your throttle range, and that's it. You can't adjust timing. You can't adjust anything with these. Unless you flash it and then do your own thing. But the way they have it set up, you can't even program it. So
No, you can't even calibrate it.
no. Well, you go full and back and it calibrates, but it doesn't give you any indication that it has.
When you try to do a calibration, it doesn't beep like the Predator does.
So
I have no clue. Must be the moon.
all right, so I'm gonna turn this around. Sorry if it's shaking, but I am going to point this down this way. Go down one.
Xfly Gripen. I'm most excited to see how good it'll punch out of the high alpha. But dude, the top end speed with the 1920 was really.
It was really good. It's going to be even better now.
I'm excited to see how fast this thing is.
Because it's, if anything, it seems like it's a little bit more efficient.
Oh, it'll definitely be more efficient.
All right, so I'm running a battery I don't normally run in this just for test sake. 30C 5000. I don't use this because of the weight, but I know it'll run it. But this is a 30C 5000. The battery I normally run in this is the HRB. But I want to run the same packs that I ran in the Xfly.
Yeah.
That way you guys can see.
Test.
It's an even test. So I've got the 30C, the 40C, and then I'll run the big 6000 too. The 5000 I have is not all that great, so we won't run that. And this is the stock, well, not stock, this is the FMS 2100 kV 12 volt.
I like the sound. Yeah.
It has a different sound, doesn't it?
Well, we'll see because we're about to fire this up. Yeah.
They both had their own sound. They had that zing.
You don't
But-
have the gyro turned on in this?
No. Did you pick up the plane for me?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Gear down.
all right. Just set it down. What the hell?
I love the gear on this thing, dude. I don't like the plane, but I like the gear.
I love the way it sounds. All right. So
If they, honestly, now that they improved it, if they still sold the gray one, do they?
they do.
Oh man, I kind of want to get one and put an Xfly in it.
That's what this is going to get next.
Oh, I also have the 2100 from the Futura. So, yeah, because I'm gonna be honest. The Freewing looked better, but like this. Now that I've once you modify this to make it better, this thing looks like it flies so good.
This thing now?
Yeah.
Flies way better.
2100 in the elevator mods. Mine just had some issues too with the front gear, so I just got a dud. My nose gear wasn't working right. I had to loosen stuff. It wouldn't close all the way. It was mine was a hot mess.
So I've got a burner in this, but I'm not going to plug it in for this.
Well, yeah, you can't because you got the balance plug.
Balance plug here. Oh, wait.
You missed one.
Whoops.
You missed it.
Not that one.
All right. Yeah.
So this battery's
Don't
been...
dent your plane.
I don't care. This battery's been recharged. It's at 4.2 across the board. It's showing 2 amps right now. So we're going to subtract 2 from any of the settings here. So let's go to half first.
So it was about the same at half, but it was like 20 amps less at full. It was like 108 at full throttle.
Yep. So it was a little bit less. And this is a 30C pack too, by the way. So that's not too bad. Let's do one more just for... So that's basically showing that the FMS pulls less amps. It doesn't feel like it's blowing as much air.
No, I stood back here. I mean, it is a bifurcated exhaust.
But we'll try this again. Maybe we'll do that next week with the Xfly in it. But
this?
Yeah. Because I have the Xfly to put in. But this is just testing. So those of you that want to see what it looks like, yes, the FMS draws less amps. I'm fine with saying that. That's true. It does. But you're also getting less thrust. But let's do it again. And then we'll test it next week with the Xfly in it. So the cool thing is the batteries are happy.
I was going to say the battery looked really happy.
Yeah, it's at 3.8.
Yeah.
So that's really good. So we already knew the FMS fans were good. That's why I put them in here.
Yeah, the FMSs are still great, guys. But these Xflies are just, adding a little more to it.
You're getting a little bit more. So the proof will be in the actual test flight. We know how well these work because I've flown them for over a year. But we will see. That's that's cool. And this is a 30C pack, and it has no problem with this. That's a 30C 5000. That's good to know. Okay, so let's get this off. I'll get the 40C in there.
Throttle cut.
Get the 40C in there. Just to see if there is a difference.
Well, I guess if we're done with this, I'll go stick it back in the car.
Okay, you can go ahead.
So it's not in the way.
Everything's done.
Yeah. Thank you again.
Yep.
Excited to play. I am, so just throw it up at the house.
What is it? It looks like it might be raining at the house.
Huh?
Looks like it might be raining. There's thunderclouds over there. So we're going to run up the 40C here in a little bit. It's charging at the moment. Actually, I think I'll do the 60C, 65C first because it's charged. Yeah, let's do that. This isn't a pack that I normally use in this plane, but I do use the 50C 6000 HRBs. So let's run this just to see.
We're going to chat. I don't know what's going on in the chat. Tim and Wreck-A-Ball.
Yeah, I even fit in there. Yeah, I don't think the pack will fit. Just barely. All right. There. There. So everything's charged. 4.2 across the board.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, so showing 2.3 amps to start. So we'll subtract that. This is a really strong pack, so I'm not going to be surprised if we get crazy high numbers.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So that was like maybe 100, looked like 112, and then the pack was still happy though. So
Yeah, this is a really high C pack. I need to get more of these.
what are those?
These are the
65 C.
65C6000s.
I need to get a few of those.
So I think
No,
that was what, 114 max? It said 116. Oh, cool. All right, guys. So there you go. That's some of the testing done. Hit the gear switch for me.
Oh, your nose even got stuck.
Okay.
See what I mean?
It's stuck on.
You got to hit it again. You got to hit it with left rudder. It looks like your steering arm's loose.
Is it?
It's like hanging out.
Do it again?
Yeah, steering arm's loose. I think. Oh, yeah. Steering arm's a little loose.
All right. There's the pack now. Can't see it. Anyway, that's the little testing. We got to piss off the neighbors a little bit.
I was gonna say your neighbors are gonna hate you a little bit more.
Yeah, well, that's why I did it early.
Yeah, you should have done this at midnight, dude.
I have been running out the fan out here once, and it was late, but I thought I wasn't making any noise because I was just going zzz, zzz. This guy came up, dude, it's too late, you need to stop that. Ugh. All right. He was cool.
Well, that's something to be validly pissed about.
Yeah.
Not some guy thinking, oh, it bugged your house.
All right, guys, so let's get the camera switched around.
Oh, that's cool. You can even put that.
Just see my ugly mug. I'm actually kind of sweaty out here, but anyway, there's Mr. Didn't have my battery on. There you go.
All right, boys. The inmates are running the asylum tonight. Goddamn, dude. Damn cameras. Oh, can they not hear me unless I have these on?
Yeah, hold on.
God damn it, I look like an idiot with these though. Oh yeah, boys. We're gaming tonight. Damn, they can't see me, dude. God damn, those are fucking- I don't know. Yeah, so I guess his door got left open and he's gonna go hope the cat didn't get out. Yeah. Can you guys hear me through the mic right now? Or do I gotta tell me if you can hear me, because I'm gonna just be honest. I don't want to wear these. I look like an idiot. If I just wear them on my neck, and as long as you guys can hear me with the mic being right here, just let me know. Look like a dumbass with headphones on. Okay. Yeah, I know, Dennis. It's not the headphones that make me look like an idiot, but the headphones just make me look more like an idiot. Okay, cool. You guys can hear me without the headphones. Good. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I guess his front door got left open, and he's gonna make sure the cat didn't get out. I guess the cat did get out. Oops. How'd the door get left open? Oops. They can hear me without the head. They can hear me without the headphones. You want to take back over? I'll play with the cat.
What did you do? You get out?
At least she came back. Anyway, so my cat got out, unfortunately. So she came back, which was good, but still. No.
Cats are smart. How long have you guys had her?
Since 2015.
Yeah. She knows her home.
Yep. Anyway, so we have been doing our testing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Still got 26 people here, but we are pretty much ready to go, guys. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us. And let me try and check out chat. Oh, cool. He's been working on MiG-29. Yeah, I still have one to sell. If anybody's local that wants a MiG-29 Kit Plus, I'm ready to sell it. But anyway. All right, cool, Andy. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's the way I normally do it. With those, you don't have to have a watt meter. A watt meter helps, but watt meters aren't always right because of the way that they have the stuff set up to calibrate. Yeah, the Xfly does pull some amps, but as I've said, I flew that in the FMS Hawk, and I had no issues with it. And I used the stock ESC.
Yeah, you've got separate UVC on it.
Yeah, I have a separate UVC. I ran it for 2 minutes straight at full throttle. The Fred Barron, thank you, my friend. You always come through with one of those. I appreciate it. I guess we had an earthquake. I didn't realize that.
Really?
Yeah, 4.2.
Where was the epicenter?
Watsonville?
Yep.
Or Alameda.
Oh, Alameda.
Yeah.
Andy felt it.
So Andy Cho, did you feel the earthquake?
I remember a few months ago where there was one in epicenter of Watsonville. I was in Los Gatos. I was eating fried rice.
You felt it, yeah. Yeah, Andy Cho, it's the same one. Just put it on DC and it'll work.
very fluffy.
Yeah, the Fred Barron, give him a shout out. He always drops a PayPal every live stream, so very much appreciated. And he's been a supporter of the channel for a long time. He's been making comments for years. She good? Goofball. Yeah, she's got a lot of fur. But I think we're going to. Yeah, EQ. I've got to watch your videos. I saw you put up a few videos today.
He's been cranking out.
Yeah, I haven't been able to look.
Oh yeah, EQ. I commented. I said they're looking good, dude. I feel like an asshole. I'll get your ordinance sent out, dude. I
Okay.
forgot.
Yeah, Nate said he's going to send your stuff out.
I feel like an asshole. I'm sorry. On top of Jet Jam and other stuff.
Jeff and Laura, Alabama, thank you. So yeah, we got quite a bit done on the show. At least you guys get to see how things are done. My whole point in having my whole channel is not to push affiliate links or sell stuff or any of that. I want to share as much knowledge as I can with the community and hopefully help people learn some stuff. If you want to buy Fiery Booties, hey, great. But that's not my main intention. My main intention is to share some of the knowledge that I've gained over the whole 37 years that I've been doing this. And with the EDFs over the last 10-something years, or actually more than that, let me think, about 12 years I've been doing it. So I'd like to share the knowledge and help you guys out. So that's my main thing. So if there's anything you guys want to see on shows, if you want to learn something, that's kind of what I'm here for. That's the whole point in me doing the live streams, is to try and help with some sharing the knowledge. It's not like sharing the wealth, it's sharing the knowledge. So the stuff that I've learned, the stuff that I do. I think these yours, Nate? Don't forget these. I don't want to leave them here and then you forget and take off without them. So, all right, guys, I think that's going to be about it. We've still got 29 people. Unless there's something you guys still want to talk about, let me know. If you guys have any questions or anything, I will take a couple questions if anybody's got them. The main thing, and also just so you know, what is it? No, she will never let you pick her up. She's like that.
My cat's like
No. For the as far as the Xfly goes, I wanted to do a test that just showed right off the bat what they're pulling. I don't want to have to write anything down and show you. I want you to actually see that that's what it is. And it is a pretty big difference between the FMS and the Xfly. So we'll see what the Xfly does when I connect it to my F-18, because that's using the Eflite. That's the Eflite ESC. So we'll see. But the Xfly, it moves a lot of air. Granted, it does pull a few amps, but I think that's something that could be worked with. But yeah, I will support what works. I'm not going to support it because I get anything out of it. If I'm able to find something that works really well, I'm going to share it with you guys. And the Xfly has been that. It's worked really well. When I put it in the Hawk, I was blown away at how much better the Hawk flew. So, huh? I have two. Those are the 80s. And then they sent me an ESC too as a gift. No.
I got $40 cash.
No. So yeah, and Xfly, they were cool enough to send me an extra an ESC as a gift for ordering from them, which was really cool. 100 amp ESC, which I'll be able to use in one of my stuff. But yeah, so I'm only pushing this stuff because it works. It has nothing to do with me getting a kickback or getting anything from them. No, not at all. It's just these are what work for me, and this is what I want to share with you guys because it works. That's really it. You know, there's no affiliate link for me. It's just I'm saying the work. So that's why I'm saying get them. No other reason. What's up, Keith Christie? And yeah, there haven't been any bugs to work out with them at all. I flew easily close to 50 flights with the Hawk with the stock ESC, and you saw how much it draws. And I flew with higher seat packs, no issues. And those are 100 amp ESCs. So, yeah, and Andy Cho, he has one in his F4.
Oh, he's going in the F4.
Now, the thing that people don't really understand about these fans is that, yes, at high throttle, you're gonna notice there's a big difference. But the way that these fans are made change the way that they make thrust. So when they're at low throttle settings, yeah, the amperage is going to be low, but they are moving a lot of air. So at half throttle, your plane's going to be moving faster than it did before with the other fan. So that alone,
I'm just excited to see the low end performance.
yeah. So that's the thing too, high alpha. So if you're doing high alpha and then you punch it, that's what I noticed with the Hawk. I'd have to get that video up. I was able to do touch and goes, and right from taking back off from touch and go, I go straight up, go into a loop, a big loop, and then come back around without having to gain speed. I just do touch and go, boom, straight up. So these things have a lot of punch. And again, I'm not getting anything for it. I'm just saying it because I like them. And when I like something, I tell you guys.
We'll really get to see it with the Gripen.
Yeah, so
That's a plane you can get going really slow.
the Gripen goes really slow, so you'll be able to see. Yeah, so, all right, guys, so I'm going to get going. Thanks for everybody that hung out. We've been on for almost an hour and 40 minutes, but you guys hung out with us that whole time. So that's the thing to remember. As Andy Cho just said, half throttle, when you cruise, that's where you spend most of your time. And if you're able to get more speed at that throttle setting, yes, it's considered an upgrade. And when you're at half throttle and it's going faster than it did before, when you put it in a little bit of a dive, it's actually going to go faster. And then when you hit the throttle, it's going to go. So it equates to more speed throughout the whole range. I was able to get over 18 minutes flying time with my Hawk, flying at basically a quarter throttle and just putting around. And it was quarter throttle. I was still able to climb, still able to do all that. So that's the biggest difference. You may not notice, it's going to be higher amp draw at full. But again, since you're making so much more power, more thrust at lower speeds, it's going to be a net increase, no matter how you look at it. So anyway, let me get going. Thanks for hanging out, guys. It's been late. It's getting late. It's almost 9 o'clock, and I got to get some more stuff done.
I got to drive home.
He's got to drive home over an hour. So adios, and thank y'all for hanging out, and we will see you from the field probably next time. Nate's coming to say adios. There's Super Dingus.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you guys later. See you, Dennis Farley. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out.